Life has a way of setting things right, doesn't it? Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but when the time is right, everything falls into place. And next year, oh, next year, they'll finally understand. They'll meet someone who feels like a dream, who walks into their life at the perfect moment, saying all the right things, flashing the kind of smile that makes them believe in something real. They'll be drawn in, enchanted, convinced that fate is finally on their side. But fate has a twisted sense of humor, because this person will be just like them. The same empty promises, the same sweet lies, the same ability to make someone feel like they're special, only to pull the rug out from under them when they least expect it. It'll start slow, just like it did with you. A moment of doubt here, a second of hesitation there. But those little cracks, they'll grow. And before they know it, they'll be drowning in the very same confusion they once made you feel. They thought they could move on without consequence, that they could leave behind the wreckage they caused and never have to look back. They thought life would let them escape. But the universe never forgets. It watches, it waits, and when the time is right, it delivers the lesson they never saw coming. Imagine it. Late at night, staring at the ceiling, mind racing with questions that have no answers. Wondering why they weren't enough. Wondering why someone who once seemed so perfect is suddenly so distant, so cold, so unreachable. Wondering if they're being lied to, played, discarded, just like they once did to you. And deep down, in the quiet corners of their mind, they'll know. They'll recognize the feeling, because it's the same one they left you with. The sleepless nights, the second guessing, the moments of hope that are crushed by a painful reality. They'll relive it all, but this time they'll be the ones left empty. And the irony? They'll have no one to blame but themselves. And then, in the middle of all that regret, all that pain, all that helplessness, they'll think of you. Not just your name, not just your face, but the way you made them feel. The way you stayed when they gave you every reason to walk away. The way you loved them, even when they were impossible to love. And for the first time, they'll hate themselves for letting you go. But by then, you won't be there anymore. You'll be happy, thriving, living a life they never thought you could have without them. While they sit in the wreckage of their own choices, you'll be rising, untouchable, unreachable. They'll want to reach out, to fix it, to undo the damage, but their pride will keep them silent. And even if they did try, even if they finally admitted what they did, it wouldn't matter, because you've already moved on. This isn't revenge, it's balance. It's life reminding them that you don't get to shatter someone and stay whole, that you don't get to play with hearts and walk away unscathed. That, eventually, everyone has to face what they've done. And when the moment comes, when they finally feel what you felt, when they finally understand what they put you through, it will be too late. Too late to fix it. Too late to turn back. Too late to be anything but a memory of what could have been. Because by then, you'll be too far ahead for them to ever reach you again. And that will be the part that hurts the most. But let's go even deeper. Let's imagine the weight of it all pressing down on them, suffocating, inescapable. They'll go through the motions, pretending nothing is wrong, smiling for the world to see. But the truth will creep in when they least expect it. In the quiet moments, in the empty spaces, in the stillness of the night, it will hit them like a wave. They lost something real. They'll see your face in strangers passing by, hear your voice in songs they used to ignore, Feel your presence in the places you once stood together. Memories they thought they had buried will come rushing back with no warning, no mercy. And the worst part? They won't be able to escape it. They'll try to fill the void, chase after distractions, surround themselves with people who make them forget. But nothing will work. Because the truth is, once you've had something real, nothing else will ever be enough. They'll search for you in every conversation, in every touch, in every fleeting moment. But no one else will ever measure up, because no one else will be you. They'll lie to themselves, of course. Tell themselves they're fine, that they don't miss you, that life is better this way. But their heart will know the truth. And one day, maybe weeks from now, maybe months, maybe years, they'll sit with that truth. Fully, painfully, devastatingly. They'll think back to the moments they took for granted, the way you laughed at their stupid jokes, the way you lit up when you talked about the things you loved, the way you fought for them, believed in them, forgave them, even when they didn't deserve it. And then the realization will hit them like a knife to the chest. They will never have that again. They'll wish they could go back, change things, love you better, be the person they should have been when they had the chance. But the universe doesn't give second chances for lessons like this. They'll have to sit with it, feel it, carry it with them for the rest of their lives. Because while they're stuck in the past, replaying every what if, every could have been, you'll be living, truly living, laughing, loving, thriving, growing, finding the happiness they never thought you'd find without them. And that will be the deepest cut of all, because they thought they were the main character in your story. They thought you'd never move on, never heal, never be okay without them. But they were wrong. They'll see it, clear as day, when they check your profile and see your smile shining brighter than ever. They'll hear it in the way people talk about you now, the way your name carries weight and admiration. They'll feel it in the way the world moves forward without them in it. And in that moment, they'll realize they were never the main character. They were just a lesson, a chapter, a temporary stop on your way to something greater. And that's when they'll know. They didn't break you. They made you unstoppable. If you believe in karma, drop a comment below. Hit that like button if you're ready to leave the past where it belongs. And don't forget to subscribe, because your story is only just beginning.